This demonstration is Optimize Your Digital Property Marketing Materials, an unlocked level listing concierge workshop. We appreciate you viewing this recording since this program is optional and discusses best practices for your consideration. Please make sure to review any specific requirements in your region with your manager, especially those related to contacting consumers. We do want to highlight the importance of the Telephone Consumer Protection Act, better known as the TCPA. The general rule is that it's okay to call people who recently gave you their phone number, but remember to check the DNC list regularly if you haven't spoken to that person recently. You will also want to check the DNC list anytime you don't have explicit permission. Automated calling or texting platforms should never be used. Pre-recorded messages and artificial voices should never be used. You will be personally liable for any violations of the TCPA. To navigate to CBR's Do Not Contact system, first sign on to Desk and then click on the tile for Do Not Contact. Type in the phone number or numbers to be checked, and results will show records for federal, state, and anywhere Advisors Company do not call lists. As an affiliated agent, you can tap into AI tools like Microsoft Copilot to create reports, presentations, emails, and marketing materials. This can help streamline tasks and boost efficiency, but remember, AI isn't always spot on, so it is essential you proofread and ensure the information is accurate, because ultimately you are responsible for the content. When using AI, consider adding a disclosure such as content generated with AI assistance. Also, make sure that you remain compliant with copyright laws, ethical standards, and fair housing regulations. Lastly, reminder to exercise good judgment, protect confidential information, and review AI-generated content thoughtfully and thoroughly. Listing Concierge offers affiliated agents a diverse set of property marketing options. In this workshop, we will demonstrate how to fully leverage the digital marketing assets already in your Listing Concierge package in order to capture more attention, drive more traffic, and ultimately help your listing stand out. In this workshop, we will cover how to access and customize your Listing Concierge digital marketing materials, tips for maximizing exposure using boost ads, creative ways to use QR codes and vanity domains, leveraging YouTube and social media for listing promotion, best practices for sharing e-blasts and photo slideshows, and fresh ways to showcase your photography and digital assets. Let's move on to the live demo. To begin leveraging our Listing Concierge marketing materials, first log into mycbdesk.com and then navigate to the Listing Concierge tile. You can always utilize the Find an App feature in order to narrow down the results. Once logged into Listing Concierge, locate the listing that you're working on and then click on Manage Order. First, let's talk about how we can leverage the single property website. Every Listing Concierge package includes a professionally designed, mobile-friendly single property website. This site features your listing's photos, property details, any videos, your contact info, and a lead capture form, all in one sleek website. To access the URL to that website, first navigate to Products and Services in the left column, and then click on Website. In the top right, you'll then see that there is a drop-down option in order to copy link. And because we're going to be using this for public promotional materials, we can click on Branded Website. You'll see that that URL is now saved to my clipboard. So I have a few different options for sharing that link. One of the things that I can do is share that link on all of my social media platforms, so things like Facebook. What I can do is go to Facebook, navigate to What's on Your Mind, and simply paste in that link. You'll see that it is automatically going to generate a photo thumbnail that will serve as a link to my listing website, and then I can add any additional information to that post. Another great idea for leveraging that single property URL is to turn it into a QR code and then utilize that QR code on other promotional materials. So things like the listing flyer, open house pamphlets, postcards, things like that. In order to generate the QR code, again, I want to make sure that I have my branded URL copied to my clipboard. I can then go back to mycbdesk.com, click on marketing in the left column, scroll down a little bit, and you'll see that there is the option to generate a QR code. I can simply paste in my URL, and then I have the ability to copy this to my clipboard or download a picture file that I could insert into other documents. Next on our agenda, we're going to talk about how we can maximize exposure of our YouTube ad. And there's a few different ways to do this. So in Listing Concierge, to navigate to my YouTube ad, again in that left column, I'm going to click on YouTube advertising. And you'll see in the top right that I now have two options. So I can either copy a link, and that is copying a link to the video as it's hosted on Coldwell Banker's YouTube channel, but I also have the option to download it as well. So let's first start out by talking about what we can do with this link. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that link. And one of the things that I might want to do is add this video to my Moxie website. And that can be added in a couple different places. The first thing that you could do easily is if you are utilizing the default standard Moxie homepage, we can easily add that video to your homepage by copying the URL, scrolling down to the first welcome text section, and you'll see that there's an icon that looks similar to a play button or a film reel. I can click on that option to insert media and then simply paste in the URL. If I wanted to adjust the sizing, I could. In this case, though, I'm just going to say OK. And you'll see that it is going to embed that YouTube video onto my homepage. If I wanted to embed my YouTube video on a custom page on my Moxie website, I can do that as well. I just need to locate the embed code. The easiest way to do this is again from Listing Concierge. From the YouTube advertising page, in the bottom left, I'm going to click on the option to watch on YouTube. Then underneath the video, I'm going to click on share, and you'll see that there is an option for embed. I'm going to click on that and then copy the code. Now I can go to a custom page on my website. I have activated the Beaver Builder, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a video element to my site, and you'll see that I can now just paste in that embed code, click on save, and you'll see that that video is now embedded on any custom page on my website. Going back to the YouTube video screen on Listing Concierge, if I wanted to actually download this video and host it on my own YouTube channel, that's also possible. So what I'm going to do is in the top right corner, I am going to download that MP4 file or that video to my computer. And now I have the ability to go to my own YouTube channel and upload the video there for further promotion. Once that video is downloaded to my computer, I can also directly upload the video to Facebook as well by utilizing the upload photo or video function. And this makes it so that the video is directly hosted on Facebook so that anyone that's viewing that post or on my page, they don't have to click a link and view that video somewhere else. They can view it directly in Facebook, and that tends to make it more engaging. It generates more views and more likes, and that's generally a good idea, a good thing to do. Concierge package, and the length of the campaign and the number of ad views increases with each package level. Boost ads are designed to get your listing in front of the right audience on Facebook, Instagram, and thousands of other sites across the web using geo-targeting based on your listing's location or your preferences. So let's talk about a few more ways that we can maximize this ad. To access Boost by HomeSpotter, we do need to access it through its own dedicated desk tile. We can do that by simply searching for Boost or HomeSpotter and then click on the tile. This is going to bring us to our Boost dashboard. And the first thing that I want to talk about is that by default, unless you change this, Boost ads are published through the official Coldwell Banker Realty Facebook page for your region. This is good because it doesn't require you to have a Facebook business page of your own in order to utilize this social media and web advertising. But if you do have your own Facebook business page, I would recommend running the ad from your own business profile. This adds a personal and touch, can improve engagement, can also help drive traffic to your own Facebook business page. And so if you have your own Facebook business page, what you want to do is in the top right, click on the drop down near your name and then go into account settings. You then are going to click on the tab for Boost Settings. And here you'll notice that it's going to be using your local office's Facebook page by default. In this case, what we want to do is click on the option to publish ads using a new page, and then click on Update Facebook Page. This is going to prompt you to connect your Boost account to your Facebook account. Again, do note that it does have to be connected to a Facebook business page specifically. A personal page will not work. The next thing that I want to talk about is how you can follow up with your engaged contacts. So what we will do is we're going to go back to our Boost dashboard. And then what you want to do is scroll down to your current campaign section and click on the listing that you want to view more information for. On this page, you'll notice that there is a tab known as Engaged. And if we click that, it is going to show people that have taken more action regarding this ad. So they may have liked the Facebook post or clicked the button to unlock more photos or get more information or view the exact address. And what this can do is capture contact information with regard to their name and their email address. You can then export that data out of this platform, maybe set them up on something like a Moxie buyer campaign, or follow up in your own way. Remember, these are warm leads, and so you definitely want to take some sort of action. I'm going to go back one screen to my dashboard. Another thing that we can kind of leverage is the analytics that are captured for this. So you'll see right at the top, I can view how many times this ad has been viewed, how many times it's been clicked on, and how many engagements it's generated. And one of the things that I could really easily do is email these results to my seller by utilizing this button over on the right side. So that's just kind of a nice touch to keep your seller updated on your marketing efforts, to kind of show your seller the value that you're bringing to the table. You can also leverage this by maybe posting the analytics to your Facebook page and just showing your sphere of influence what you're doing for this property. That could be as simple as taking a screenshot of this section at the top, sharing it on Facebook and saying, I have this new listing. It's a very hot listing right now. I can see that the social media and web ad that I ran, generated thousands of views. If you might be interested in this property, make sure to contact me before this opportunity slips away. Something like that. Each listing concierge package also includes a just listed and just sold e-blast component that can be sent to your contacts through Prospect Square. This is great, but in order to maximize the use of this e-blast, we can also share it with more contacts by copying the URL and sharing it on social media, through text, through other emails, etc. To access the eBlast, from my CB desk, you are going to search for the application called Prospect Square. Click on that tile, which is going to open up your Prospect Square account. And then in the column on the left, click on Property Emails, and then click on the Sent option. This is going to bring up a history of all your past sent eBlasts. I can easily identify in the Properties column which listing I'm looking for. And then if I want to generate that URL, I'm going to look for the share icon. So of the 4 icons, it is the rightmost option. I'm going to click on that. And then down at the bottom, you'll see that there is a share via URL option. I can then click on the blue button to copy that URL. And now I have a link to the property eBlast that I can then share through different methods. If I wanted to paste this on social media, I could do that. If I wanted to text it to one of my clients or an interested buyer, I can absolutely do that as well. If I wanted to turn it into a QR code and use this instead of my single property website, maybe because I like the format better, that is also an option. Every listing concierge package also comes with ready-to-go social media graphics. These are already Coldwell Banker branded and designed for you. You can find them in your listing concierge order, again by navigating to products and services, and then clicking on social media post. As you'll see, this template already has a text overlay with your property headline, as well as Coldwell Banker branding. Some of the ideas for utilizing this could be as simple as downloading the image and posting to Facebook. What I could also do is use this as a cover image for a carousel post or a post that uses multiple photos. If I wanted to do that, I could simply, download this high resolution photo. And then I could go into the Photos and Multimedia section and select some more photos that I would want to include in that carousel post. In this case, I'm going to sort by my favorites, maybe select 4 of my other favorite photos, and then I can download the high-res version of these photos and utilize that on a carousel post on my preferred social media platforms. Next, let's discuss the photo slideshow in Listing Concierge. Similar to the YouTube ad, the purpose of this is to create a visually engaging video style presentation that can be shared digitally. One of the key differences, however, is that the video slideshow is able to produce a non-branded version, and this can be very useful for applications where we don't want to have branding. For example, if we need to post this slideshow to our MLS and local MLS regulations say that virtual media cannot have branding. It could also be very useful in situations where we don't want to include the price on the video. So to access the video slideshow, again, we are going to go to Products and Services, click on Video Slideshow, and then you'll notice that when we go to copy the link, that we have access to a unbranded video slideshow. That URL will then be saved to the clipboard, and I can paste that on whatever platform I need to. When initially placing your listing concierge order, you may want to consider whether you would like a custom domain for your property website. Custom domains are a paid add-on feature, and they can be used to create a branded, easy to remember URL for your single property website. This can enhance lead capture, SEO, and also make your website look more professional. During the initial order process, when you are comparing the different packages, you'll notice that there is an add-on option available under each package for personalized property website add-on. If you would like to purchase this, you can simply click on that option and then continue through your order as usual. Once your order has been placed, your listing concierge coordinator will reach out to you and ask if you have a specific domain that you'd like to use. You could always use, the address.com or whatever domain that you prefer. If you would like more information about the Listing Concierge custom website domain, there is a dedicated section under the Listing Concierge FAQ. As we wrap up this recording, I want to remind you about our amazing marketing support resources available that can be found at coldwellbankermarketing.com. Here you can browse through the latest edition of the marketing catalog, sign up for an upcoming workshop, view on-demand marketing education via our YouTube channel, and book a virtual marketing appointment via Next Available. You can pause the video here and scan the QR code on your screen, or visit coldwellbankermarketing.com to take advantage of these amazing marketing resources anytime, anywhere.